Right now is one of the National Police Service Commissioners, Murshid. Many thanks for joining us. And we, of course, we will be talking about the police recruitment exercise set for the 4th of April this year. What's new should we expect in this year's exercise? We need to be cognizant of the fact that this time around we are recruiting because of the need to counter security challenges. You saw what happened to Brussels yesterday. So we need to counter that, and we need also to be careful about any other organized crime that is within our borders. We have an adventure in Somalia. So cognizant of the fact that we need to get secured, we are going to recruit 10,000 more, and that is for the purposes of having more boots on the ground. But again, the moment this batch gets out of the college after 9 months, we would have beaten the internationally recognized quota of 1 to 450. Actually, we would have by then 430 civilians for every police officer. So we'll be well within range. After that, we'll start we'll go full steam ahead on our modernization policies and really go on to proper reforms of the police service. Something interesting for this year's recruitment exercise, the graduates will be bonded to 10 years of working. What informs such a decision? It's to prevent the loss of taxpayers' money. It's very expensive to train a police officer from a civilian to a person who's highly disciplined, highly trained. So in order to make sure that the public gets value for money, we wouldn't like to put all that expertise and expense for only a young man or woman to think that I can go for greener pastures now that I have additional qualifications, because police qualifications are like no other. They're very specialized. The other thing is that we wouldn't like to train young men and women, and once they're trained, we don't know where they will work and for whom they're going to work, and after having known all the tactics and insider knowledge about security, so we wouldn't like to lose them. So in this regard, and really the need to get the country secured, we wouldn't just like to become a nursery school. Has this been happening a lot, that you train police officers and after a few months they're out of the force? Oh yes, it has happened, because we are taking in very young men and women. Probably they have not really come to terms with exactly what they want to do, and they might think that they are under pressure to get employment and training, and here you are, and 1 year down the line they think that, my God, let me try get something else. Maybe police is dangerous, maybe police is not as paying as they would like it to be, and we start losing men and women who we really need to secure the country. Now, Commissioner Murshid, when we talk about police recruitment, one of the things that come up and feature prominently is corruption during the exercise. What measures have we put in place to ensure that this year's recruitment exercise will be free and fair? First of all, in the recruitment centers, the only people who are going to be allowed in are going to be the officers appointed simply for that job. There won't be outsiders allowed in unless you have accreditation from the IG. So the recruits or the people who want to be recruited, plus any observers who might want to be in, but any other person who just hangs around the center, those are the conduits through which certain messages come back and forth. Not only that, we have a series of documentation that must be abided to, from the original entrance to those who've done stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and all those are serious documents for audit purposes. So nothing will fall through the chinks. Other than that, we also have people who are looking in and confirming that everything goes according to spec. And are we confident that this will help beat graft 100% during the recruitment exercise? Let me tell you, there will be zero graft in the recruitment exercise. I will hold you to that. You can. Last year we had quite a low turnout. We had a number not as expected. Are we expecting bigger numbers in this year's exercise? We got the 10,000 that we needed, and there will be no time that the numbers who would come forward, we are going to run short of the required number. Thank you very much. That is one of the commissioners of the National Police Service, Murshid.